Plus, I would assume if nothing else, part of what I found would be useful to the wizard.
And
What's up, Till? Why am I here? Will you give me 2 minutes to do that so I can start my stream? Well, I mean, my stream started, but yeah, give me a couple seconds. Yeah, I stream the games. Twitch. Apple is saucy. You should see on the right. It should show my stream.
I'm I'm not sure myself. what happened to the person who died. I can't make heads or tails of the ritual being damaged, done poorly. Perhaps this poor fellow wasn't even involved.
I don't know a lot about magic. That's not my field, but I'll definitely take a look around the room and see if we can find any hints or any clues to what happened in here.
So just to clarify, before you never took the spell components, correct?
No, I tried to leave everything as I found it.
Okay.
When in regards to that.
So, Apple and
Sorry, I
Fiminar.
have a damn house full for some reason now.
No, you're fine.
There's like fucking 15 people in my room right now.
Fiminar and Wildheart. What you see looking into this room, you see a pentagram. It's a spell circle with the letter A in the center. It's not a star, it's actually just an A. What you see around the circle is that you see different spell components. You see different gems, you see a diamond, and a few different herbs around the spell circle. And you see a skeleton body in the center of the A. You're not sure if it went off, if the spell was just done incorrectly, or if the spell was never cast, and you're not sure why the skeleton is there. You guys
I
are welcome
figured
to make Arcana checks or something along those lines to figure it out.
I
Okay.
figured if I believed if nothing else, the gems would be more beneficial to our caster. I'm not sure if you have the I'm not sure what level of spells you are capable of, but I thought that gems were important to certain specific components.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe so. I don't know.
Anyone want to make any checks? Little Jim,
I like.
unfortunately you can't because you've already made one previously.
Okay, so
Right. No, at most I would think to like help them in any investigation checks. Really,
Yeah.
maybe offer my thoughts on any Arcana.
Yep.
I'd like to do an investigation. I'm not very good with Arcana. Magic is not my forte, but
All right. Give me an investigation. If you want to investigate the skeleton specifically, then give me a medicine check.
I'll just do an investigation of the room itself. 20.
20? Okay. So with that, you notice that the room is very dusted, and looking at the skeleton, being able to see it, you can tell that the skeleton, it looks like it has marks engraved into the bone. So you think most likely this skeleton was dug up and put in the spell circle as a spell component. You don't think it was a person casting a spell. You don't think it was a live person that was being sacrificed. You think the skeleton was placed there and had the bones engraved.
Then that leads us to wonder who was casting the spell, and did it go off? Did they gate somewhere, or is there more going on here?
right, so
Go ahead.
can I do an investigation check to see if we can find any evidence if anybody left anything behind to identify them?
On the skeleton, no, because it's just a bare bone skeleton. There's no clothing or sigils or anything on it. I'll tell you that straight up with the 20 that he got. You can make an Arcana check to see if you can determine if the spell went off or if it failed, or maybe even what the spell is for, depending
Okay,
on what you
sure.
roll.
Yeah, I'll do an Arcana check then.
Seven.
That was a trash ass roll.
Yeah. So it's not that you don't know magic. You just never seen a spell circle like this ever before. Looking at it in your knowledge of magic, you would say that the spell was incompleted. It wasn't. The spell circle was never finished.
Okay. So it helps
Like
a
it's
little
never
bit.
been cast. It's never been cast. It's never been used. All the components are there, you think, but it doesn't look like any casting was done to complete. I'll say as a wizard, you know enough to be able to discern that if you've been with a 7.
Right.
Any other RP you guys want to do?
I mean, this was your investigation, your room. Is there something else you want us to look at, or anything
I
else in here we had questions about?
well, I suppose at the least I might have wished to enlist your aid in burying the body. Certainly, this is no place. This certainly whoever is. It's very likely whoever was placed here certainly didn't deserve to have their bones here.
I think we
But
can handle it.
I would mention perhaps in
Okay.
addition there were some herbs. I wouldn't have much use for some of it myself, most of it, but some of it is good for medicinal purposes, mind you.
So I need an action order of what you're doing specifically.
I would have kind of been hand waving that. Yeah, there is some herbs over in like the chest or other, but if neither of them moved immediately to go to look for that, I might
As I say, I mean, I would.
move to
I'd,
pick up one side of the skeleton.
there you go.
Having not less experience with magic, I would be cautious about stepping into a circle, not knowing if I'm going to get bounced off to the mountainside somewhere, or if I'm going to, or I should just, is it going to be okay to grab him, you think? I mean, I just
Are
stab
you
people in the
touching the
back. I don't.
skeleton?
I mean, I could always use my quarterstaff to like etch or scratch out a link in the circle to make sure that it's not working at all.
I didn't see any traps or anything when I did an investigation, did I?
I just need to know if you're touching the skeleton. No, you saw no traps. From what it sounds like Litter Jim's touching the skeleton.
I mean, if they don't bother to do any warnings against me, no, yeah, I'll probably just move to pick up one side of the skeleton and hope one of the others goes to pick up the other.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I would.
Probably towards the head.
so
If I get it right, he was leaning up against the wall.
yep. So this is what happens. As soon as you touch the skeleton, as soon as you put a finger on it, the spell circle starts glowing.
Oh, terrific! What did you guys
And
do?
it starts bursting waves of red light throughout the entirety of the room. Almost blinding light. The skeleton stands up straight like it's a person and then explodes into a thing of dust. However, a red gem falls in place on top of the ashes of the skeleton, and the red gem is glowing and it has the A symbol engraved onto the gem. And the spell circle disappears.
I'm not
Wait,
touching that gem.
disappears, not fades away, just disappeared.
Yep. Spell circle's gone, all the components are gone, and all that's left is this red gem with an A. That's glowing. It's a glowing red gem
Okay,
with the letter A on it.
definitely using the quarterstaff to just kind of nudge it a little then.
It
Like to
does
make sure
nothing.
this thing's not like going to burn the tip of it or something.
No, it does nothing. It's just a glowing red gem with the letter A in it.
I guess let me hit that thing with an investigation check.
All right.
Or
Give
what
me an
would that what
investigation.
would that be an investigation check or what?
Are you trying to see what its magical properties might be, or something along those lines? Or are you trying to determine whether or not it's going to cause you harm or something along those lines.
Oh, I want to make sure it's going to not cause me harm before I touch it. I'm kind of a... Yeah.
So I will say that would be an investigation check. Because you're not looking for the magical abilities of it. A 12, from what you could tell, it looks like a gem. Gems don't hurt you. Gems are nice. They look good on clear clothes. Anyone want to give an Arcana check?
I'll give it a
Uh,
try. I mean,
I would like to give him help in that.
Okay. You can make your Arcana check with advantage. So roll it twice, and I'll take the highest.
all right.
1. Give me one more.
Well, it rolled it in D&D Beyond. Where'd it
Yeah,
go?
it does that to me too sometimes. Okay, 13. You don't know much about magic as a rogue.
Nope.
But you've seen magical items before. You looking at it, it does not look like this gem is made to cause harm. It looks like, from what you saw, it looks like these magical components were used in the spell circle to merge them into something. What it is, what it's made to do, you have no idea.
Oh, looks like you found yourself a gem.
I guess I'd pick it up.
You're picking it up, Apple?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the magical guy here.
Alright. I want you to add a glowing red gem to your character sheet, or I can do it for you.
Either one, I'm already there, but you can go ahead. How do you add? What would I do?
You click Manage Equipment in D&D Beyond.
I got to go to D&D and Beyond.
Yep, and you go to Custom Items, and you add Custom Item. Chime.
All right, so equipment.
Yep.
And then inventory.
Equipment, Manage Equipment, and then add Custom Item.
Oh, it just says unidentified. Oh, okay, here.
Engraved. Found.
Wait, identified item. Oh, name and then just glowing red gem.
Mhm.
Or do I hit gem for name and then glowing red gem for description?
It's fine, I'm adding it now.
That works. Perfect.
Look at shop. Cool.
I did mean to ask, just since I'm looking at the stuff on D&D Beyond for making a custom item.
Yes.
The herbs that you mentioned to me before, the two
Yes.
that you meant, the two weeds, are they? You said they were medicinal. Are negligible weight though, as far as the amount of them that I have?
The weight is so like little. It's basically like a leaf. So it like the weight is so little. Don't worry about the weight.
Okay, yeah, negligible. I gotcha.
It should add that. Inventory. Did it add it? Unidentified red gem. No, it doesn't like it. Look like it. And custom item. Unidentified.
So I'm guessing that all the gems and components that I mentioned before, they're all
Gone.
consumed.
Yep, they're all consumed by the magic circle. And the magic circle just disappears. It's not even there anymore.
Well, I suppose that's the crux of it then. I never have actually. I always heard the rumors that gems could act as powerful components in magic, but at least now I have a first-hand experience, albeit not how I wished.
I wasn't expecting you guys to actually mess with the gym. Alright. That.
I suppose that would definitely be it. Like he wanted to bring them down. He thought these two would be the most capable in helping him figure it out, and it kind of backfired on him, I guess.
Yeah, I got terrible checks.
Oh, not even that. More like he just thought y'all would be able to investigate the thing while something else was taken care of. But no, this is now turned into a greater mystery.
Yeah. Session. Do it right.
Bogey's inbound.
If you want to put us back into regular chat, that's fine with me.
Hey, thanks, Uncle Damon.
Yep, I'm dragging you guys.
Yep.
All right. So. There we go. Goat, full scene, animal, full scene. So, before we start the session, and you guys start discussing all the things that you guys saw happen, we need to do your guys' experience, because you guys actually did quite a bit.
Nice.
So you guys should be able to see the experience system in front of you now.
I see it.
So, this is the divided amount party is how much you guys gain total. All of you gain that amount of experience, so you can add that to your character sheet. So it's 176 plus 25. The other part is your conditions for additional experience. So, did any of you use social skills to further goals or engage with each other in a meaningful way?
I thought so.
Anyone else feel that?
Yeah, I mean, even in the room we were just in, trying to investigate the skeleton.
Okay.
Well, I thought my cool one was like, Tilligorn, you're here?
He's here.
Oh, okay. I can't hear him yet. Yeah, like when I got confronted there in that one room, when I charged in that room and ended up having that guy right in my face, and I was like, Till, I'll give you 10 gold to kill this motherfucker. That was a cool experience.
All right.
That's social experience.
So I will say you guys will get the 25 experience from that. Discovered somewhere or something new diverting from their original plans.
Yes. The multiple times I saw bandits through windows when we were going to a different building, and then we had to look
That's
at the
not
other.
necessarily like that's not
That.
necessarily diverting from your original plans.
Gotcha. Oh, and like going down a complete. Well, what we just did, like he said, what we just did.
I think that one would be if like we were here to kill bandits,
But
and then
you
we
found
learned,
that
like,
room
oh, the
instead.
bandits also have prisoners, and we didn't know about that. That would
Well,
be something that might change our plans because we might need to adjust to save these people or not.
well, again, we did that with Tilligorn when we introduced his character. But yeah, no, probably not that one.
Okay.
Because that was
Figured out
kind
that-
of,
Yeah.
our plan was to come here, find different people. It wasn't exactly supposed to be Tilligorn, but it was still, yeah.
This experience thing I'm looking at, is it what we got, or what are we doing with it?
We're working out whether or not you guys are getting additional experience.
Yeah, me and you are going to get additional experience for, like, when we were in that room and I paid you 10 gold to kill the guy that was attacking
Everyone
me.
gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so me and you, yeah, cool.
So discovered somewhere or something new diverting from figure out a plan, discovered a key clue, or uncovered a secret through your own actions.
Yeah.
I unlocked the room that they were trapped in, and then used the ballista up on the deck. Fired a couple shots.
Okay. I'll give you 100 on that. Took a major risk despite knowing the danger. Must succeed to earn XP. I'm gonna give you that one because
charging through that room. Yeah. Oh, and that too.
The thunderous boom.
Yeah, it was
It's
dumb.
something that factored in flaws, bounds, or ideals. Did anyone do anything that and like use your character's ideals, bonds, or flaws. This
Right.
your character sheet if you chose any.
I can't think of any.
Yeah, like I
Not
said,
for
that's
me.
probably that fucking thunder boom I didn't know about.
Took actions that drastically changed the nature of their world, their experience, or their relationship with others. Knowingly, obviously. You knew it was going to change the world or the nature.
No. Yeah, I don't think
No.
so. Not that I can think of, no.
No.
So,
I caught a ballista over myself.
with that, I don't think you guys are going to level up exactly.
I mean, we'd have to hit 300 total, I think, to hit level 2.
Mm-hmm. Plus 50. Divide it by 1/2 your character level. You guys are all level 1, so let's divide it by 2. Plus 1, 6. 25. You guys are at 288.5. You're about 12 experience away from leveling up.
Nice.
So go ahead and just put it at 290.
Where's that?
On D&D Beyond, you will go up to your character sheet. There's a little gear at the top. You click the gear and you'll do manage levels.
Okay. And then experience, manage XP.
And you'll add 290 to that.
You're right where it says the set XP.
Because you all got 290 experience for everything.
All right, cool. So now it says 290 out of 300. Cool.
All right. And with that,
Hang on for a second. I gotta go find out where my wife just ran off to. I'll be right back. Sorry, like I said, for some reason we have a house full of people now. My roommate's nutty. I'll be back.
Right. You guys should all be being pulled to it.
Yep.
All right, then.
You guys all being pulled into it?
It's stuck at 50% for me.
Okay.
Same.
50%.
It's a big map. There we go.
There we go.
Can you guys see where you guys are? You see the boat?
See the boat.
Yes, we do.
Do you see the circle around it?
Yep.
Okay, good. So, this is where you guys currently are. You guys are all currently on the ship. You guys spent the day loading the ship up with all the supplies that were on Wispy Island. You found a number of the companions. Most notably, you found where is it at? You found Captain Jack. He's the one steering the ship. You know Daiki already. You also found Billy, who is a bard. Tyler, who I believe is a barbarian. Harold, and you guys already know Eric. They are all manning the ship, manning the mast and stuff, doing general uses. I would like each of you to choose one thing you're doing on the ship to help, if you choose to.
Navigation.
Navigation, so you're helping with navigating the boat. So
I would specifically think it's along the lines of using maps, using any maps that might be on the ship, or my knowledge of the local area to help navigate.
So I'm gonna say give me an intelligence checks for that. Anyone else doing anything?
I'll be on the lookout, climb up in the crow's nest or somewhere I can get a good vantage point and watch for.
Okay.
It looks like all of our guests got my wife stoned, so she had the munchies.
So for you, you're gonna give me a perception check. That you're
Right.
climbing up with the crow's mast.
Yep.
I'm going to. I don't know if I'm the strongest in the group, but I'm assuming I'm pretty close. I'll be helping moving stuff around, whatever they need help moved or help
Okay.
hoist.
So you're gonna
One
give me
quick
a
second.
strength check.
Will you give me and my wife a real quick recap of where we're at? You guys did the story without us for a second.
So you guys are currently sailing the ship. You guys got it, loaded the ship up, and now you guys are on the ship, and you guys are gonna be sailing the boat to Ketaport. Everyone
Right.
everyone is making a check if they're gonna try and help the boat, or the crew, which is all the people you guys saved last session. Currently, Glitter Jim, he did a roll to help with navigation, and Kerr's going to give me a strength roll check with advantage because you have sailing experience.
What check did you want me on the lookout? I forgot what you said. Perception?
Yes, perception.
Okay. Do.
Yep. Tilgorn's going to give me one for strength to help move stuff with advantage, though. So you can roll it twice, and I'll take the highest. And couples, Kerr. Okay, you got 16. And who's left to make checks? Apple, are you going to help the ship in any way, or are you going to sit back and relax? It's your choice if you decide to help or not.
Who's doing what?
Are you going to help the ship in any way, or are you?
Yeah, okay. I thought that was me. No, I'm gonna help the ship because I'm, come on now. I'm a fucking high elf. I'm gonna sit in a cabin somewhere and drink wine.
Okay.
No, I think I don't know how I would have thought about like navigation is the only thing I could think because I'm intelligent. I'm not physical. I don't fucking do like ropes or anything. I guess I would just be a help lookout at one point of the ship. Maybe one's looking one way, I look the other. Help navigate through the stars.
So
I'm on this quest to try to not feel useless. I just feel useless because, like I said, I'm a high elf. I don't know anything except for sitting in a cabin and drinking wine. So I guess my check is to just intelligence check to see if I could make it on a ship.
Okay, so you're going to give me an intelligence check to help with navigating it. So
To just
give me an intelligence
best I
to
can do, help with something.
To try and keep you guys on your path. Just give me a normal roll. I would say do it with disadvantage, but you have enough people around you helping you. Amongst the crew.
I'll still do it as a disadvantage. I mean, it would kind of fucking be logical for me. Where the hell is it? There it is. Intelligence. Oh, it's just going to give it regular, right?
Yep. So roll it twice and I'll take the lowest.
Wait, it didn't. Oh, I forgot how to do the D&D thing. Hang on, give me a second.
You click the B extension.
I forgot you have to click it.
Yeah, it wasn't working for me when I have to click it, so I just did it in.
Yeah. Oof, you're not helping much at all.
Yeah, they're all low. See? Hey, the fucking dice know I don't know shit. My character is not good at this stuff.
You see a bird.
Boulder, the dwarf, he's going to just watch the prisoner, so I'm going to have him make a perception check for the prisoner to ensure that he's not moving or trying to get out or anything.
This fucking entire quest is just going to be me trying to prove myself that I'm not useless.
So he's going to give me a perception. Where is it? I didn't mean advantage. So you got a 12 on it. Okay, and the last person is Robin. Is she going to do anything at the ship, or is she just going to stand by you and protect you?
I guess I'll stand by my high elf.
Okay. So, with your guys' checks and the fact that you guys have a crew helping you, you guys get blown off course a little bit. Mostly because you guys had less than 13 rolls overall. Kurg, you're helping a lot, but the high elf and the gnome keep getting you guys off course. It's a lot of infighting. So you guys are going to move 3 tiles instead of 4 tiles for the day because you guys are spending one entire tile just getting back on course. are you guys going to do the same thing today? This is a new day. You guys have had a long rest, essentially.
I think I might attempt if people are vocal about it, I might attempt to let someone else do the navigation, but the logical answer is I should simply try again with my newfound understanding that whatever we did before didn't work.
Okay. And I'm going to have Beldor make a normal perception check because he's still watching the prisoner and he's not here. Okay.
Hey, your checks are mystery to me. They show question marks. Is that supposed to?
Yeah, it's just my thing.
Gotcha.
Secret GM stuff.
Yeah. I wasn't supposed to get advantage on the first one, so I took the lower because it rolled first.
Neat.
So give me your intelligence check for the navigation if you're going to do that.
Thought occurred. Would it matter any if I tried to think of it more about how someone from the Messengers Guild would be traveling through here?
So the problem with the Messengers Guild is that they're Air Kokra, so they don't sail on ships; they fly.
Good point. That's probably what I did before. I tried to think about it for like how the Messengers Guild would do it. You see, you just go straight that way.
As
What do you mean? What do you mean the
flies.
ship can't go that way?
You fly above
Heyo.
the clouds. And finish a new day. I actually need to do your weather checks.
Yeesh.
Well, at least we're not going out of the deep ocean. We're still basically
Yeah,
hugging the coast.
yeah.
Yes, you guys are currently on the current.
I'll stay on lookout again.
And with my
A little
strength,
better.
I'll probably be swabbing the decks.
All right, give me a strength check.
You're kidding. Wow.
I mean, swabbing the decks does help. I mean, that's going to help people not take injuries from falling, which none of you guys have rolled low enough for me to quantify an injury check so far. That's pretty darn close, though.
So far.
I almost killed myself at the bottom.
About tripped on all that soapy water.
Mhm.
All right, and I think Kurg is the last one that I need.
Oh, I didn't do
Check
one yet.
from
I guess.
Robin.
Yeah, as I say,
Yeah.
mine is just going to be the same. Trying to make myself useful check.
Okay. You don't have to make a check either if you don't want to. If you just want to be.
Well, that's part of it. I have to try to make myself useful some way.
Doing the same thing I was doing last time. Need to roll with advantage.
Yes, because you have advantages because you have been sailing persistently. You're just not feeling good today. You're feeling a bit seasick.
So I noticed that he's feeling a little seasick, so I try to go over there and help him the best I can. But I'm a weak, feebly man, so maybe both of us
Give me a
pull it
medicine
on
check
the.
if you're gonna help them.
Maybe both of us pulling on the sail, ropes will work.
So you want to help him pull the sails?
Yeah, I'm trying to help him as best I
Okay.
can. Yeah.
So you're gonna give me a normal strength check.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to just help him since I notice he doesn't feel good, so I'm gonna try to, help pull the ropes with him and whatnot.
Okay. Oh, you've helped out a lot with that.
I
And
proved myself today.
I think the last one is Robin.
I'm gonna go ahead and try and help out too.
All right. How do you want to help the ship?
Navigate.
Navigate. Give me a. Are you trying to navigate by basically being on like the crow's nest and like giving perception checks, or do you want to help navigate by trying to plot the course?
Perception.
If you're trying to plot the course, then give me a intelligence check. If you're trying to be in the crow's nest and get like a lookout going, then give me a perception check.
Since we can't see our characters, babe, you're gonna have to do it through D&D Beyond. Yeah.
You can see your characters. Gotta go to the
You
to the party thingy up the right hand on the right hand side there and find your character.
Yeah.
Click on it.
And the weather is currently, it is a cloudy, warm day today, and the wind is blowing against the sails, going against you guys.
Wait a minute, I sails far.
Nope. And each of these tiles is 15 miles for reference. So you guys are sailing 15 miles a day, which with old ships,
That
that's
makes
pretty,
more sense.
yeah, it's pretty decent. So
We sailed 45 miles.
you sailed 30 miles the day before, which is not bad for a boat sailing against the wind. Got an 11. So you don't see anything on the sea. You don't see any issues. You guys sail decently okay today, but not as well as the day before. You guys make it 2 tiles. A little bit off course here and there, but not too bad to be horrible. And I'm going to roll your weather. Six. So it's a partly cloudy day and it's really cold. And it is a easterly wind. So you guys have a little bit easier time traveling this day because the wind's with you guys essentially this time.
Okay, so here's a thought. What if I instead devoted my efforts to would it be a full day's devotion of effort, or just an instance of trying to gauge what the weather is going to be like within the next few days?
If you want to try and give me a weather check, I'm going to say that you're going to need to give me a nature check to try and predict the weather. But you'll only be able to predict it a day ahead because obviously the human eye, dome eye, or whatever your eyes are, can only see but so far.
I mean, that's fair, but Cosmos is pretty well studied.
Okay, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and roll the weather check for the next day. And I'll go ahead and tell you the weather. So tomorrow's weather is it's really hot the next day with a southeast wind. And with that, you guys will be able to travel a little bit easier knowing what the weather's going to be the following day.
Okay, yeah, I would very specifically relay that to our actual
Captain Jack.
seagoing members and whoever else might be navigators whoever else might be helping in navigation.
So yeah, I'll probably do the navigation this time since you did the nature check.
Okay. Give me an intelligence check to help with navigating.
No advantage though.
No advantage. You
Just
guys have
intelligence check.
Yep, intelligence, because you're trying to like determine the route and everything, where the current is, and how to tack the ship and with the wind to get where you're going. 13. Okay, 13's good. And Kurt, I'm guessing you're gonna do the strength check again, helping with the sails.
Question: how many hours a day are we actually helping?
You guys are helping through the whole day.
Okay.
About 8 to 16 hours of actually working the ship, and you guys are probably taking turns doing certain things.
Yeah, I'll continue doing the same thing.
It's one of those, reasonably speaking, I could look up in the sky and make a prediction, but I'd have to keep doing that a couple times throughout the day to make sure that yes, my
Yep.
prediction is probably going to be right. This is what the weather's going to be like.
Yep. Okay, good. You guys are going to travel really good today. Perception.
Oh,
Oh dear.
oh, I
So,
fell asleep.
yep, you pretty much did. You fell asleep on the watch. Were you doing a perception check to see if anything was around you?
Yeah, that's just trying to watch out for anything in the distance, any ships or land or hazards in the water.
Okay.
It's the motion of the ocean. It lulled you to sleep.
That's it.
Would I have been too preoccupied to do anything like that in trying to figure out where the ship's going,
Hmm.
or if in figuring out what kind of weather the ship's going to go into? Could I not have had any aid in doing that?
Give me an initiative roll, and we'll see how good you roll in your initiative. 10? I'm going to say no. You spent most of your day just trying to track the sky. The weather's shifting drastically. I mean, you guys are on the open
Still
sea.
new to
The
this
ocean.
area, kind of thing.
It's new to the area, and the fact that the ocean's it's a mistress, and it will do what it wants when it wants.
But somebody in the crew has got to teach him the red sky at morning. Sailors take warning. That little rhyme.
So Cole, you can give me a check, and I think the last one is Robin.
I'm just gonna keep helping out in the.
I'm gonna kill myself with this mop.
You're gonna kill yourself with that mop, dude.
We're getting the bad rolls in now. But you
That'd
guys
be
will
funny
have
to
a
shit.
word.
Somebody not have their sea legs, maybe? No,
Two,
that'd
you
be a
don't.
con check.
Yeah, it'll be a Constitution saving throw. I'm still waiting for Robin. I'm guessing you're
Wait,
on lookout.
probably me too. So I'm gonna do the same thing, I guess. What?
You already
no.
gave me one. You gave me an intelligence check. You got a 13.
Oh, you did it for me. You're a boss.
No, you
I'm
did
gonna
it.
stay in the and help out by looking out in the crow's nest.
Okay. Give me a perception check. So you guys make it about 30 miles this day. Just so you guys know, the ship can travel 6 tiles maximum. So you guys are traveling normal pace overall. You guys are gonna have advantage on this one. Or not advantage.
Dirty looks from the crew for helping them so well.
So the crew, the other NPCs, because they're not like average, like they're more adventurers than sailors. So they're mostly helping with like the rigging and stuff. They're doing well enough to make sure you guys travel 2 tiles a day, but having more checks in is giving you guys that extra tile in. So you guys are going to give me a few more checks, and that will determine what happens. You guys will have a boost on your checks though because of the weather prediction. You know what the weather's going to be like, so you guys will have a boost on your checks.
I will say that if my prediction does turn out to be accurate in that regard, he will probably continue to do so, or let that continue to be his
No,
duty.
with your
now.
nature check, you know what the weather's going to be because you rolled high enough.
No, I understand, but like I say, if that's exactly my point, is like he will make that his duty again to make sure he
Yeah.
keeps ahead of where the ship is going in that regard.
So it's a new day. It is really hot, and it is a southeast wind. The wind's blowing to the southeast, so it's kind of blowing against you guys on your corner. Everyone can make another check for me.
So we're doing our same investigation checks.
Yep, you can do investigation checks. You can help with navigation. Okay, you rolled high enough for the weather. And you rolled good enough for the navigation. So I still need Kurg. Rolled really well your strength.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go. That's the one I was waiting for.
She knows what the fuck is around for the next 50 miles now. Dude,
There it is.
you got a bunch of fucking splinters this time, asshole.
Did he fall off the boat?
So,
I mean, the fates are just funneling that down.
Cole, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
How did I fall off the ship mopping?
No.
Throw the mop overboard.
A 15? Okay. So, you're really tired, but you're not. You don't gain a level of exhaustion. You've done well enough not to gain a level of exhaustion. Because you guys have been working in the humid heat all day. However, you see, not far from you, a ship. It looks like it's sailing towards you.
Mm-mm. Lovely. Do we
You
have
guys-
any orders from the captain?
They're trying to get the ship to Keta. He's going to leave it up to the crew, which is you guys and the others, to decide whether or not you guys are going to either try and meet up with the ship or try and run away from the ship.
All right, guys, team meeting.
Well,
Could we see what sails it had?
Exactly. Any flags?
I
Or,
say she got her hell of a fucking perception check.
with I was going to say, if Robin
Madam
goes back in
Stormhold?
time, would she be able to determine if it's a pirate ship or not?
So, Rhea, because of your natural 20, I'm going to give you the information you need.
Okay.
Looking at this ship, it is one of the ships that attacked you and Finmar and Glittergem's boat and attacked you guys and captured you and brought you to Wispy Island.
How stocked with ballistas and cannons are we on the ship?
You guys have 8 ballistas. There are no cannons in this realm. Cannons don't exist.
Okay.
Yet.
Okay,
The
cool.
closest thing to a cannon would be, I mean, they're cannon-like devices, but they're not usually on ships like this.
Right.
Like the ship you had, that you were sailing on, it had cannons.
I
This
saw
ship
something
has
really cool,
ballistas.
like a D&D story. This guy, he found a cannon and then got some shrinking spell, so he pretty much had a pocket-sized fucking cannon, because it would, like, shrink it, and then it would expand as it was coming out, and boom, you had a pocket fucking cannon.
So,
But,
what do you guys do?
so yeah, we discussed that. She obviously yelled that down, so we discuss.
So I take it we're going to man the ballistas?
Well, that's if we decide to engage. Right now, he says what we can try to sail
guys
away
can try and
fast and
run.
leave.
But that's gonna.
You know me.
be
My
your
character at this
checks.
point, I'm a little pissed off because they captured me, so I almost kind of want to fight them. I have confidence in my crew, especially Tilligorn, watching him cut a motherfucker in half right in front of me. Or no, wait, you impaled. Yeah, you fucking sent him out a window. Either fucking way, yeah.
Oh, and I will say with your check, Robin, it's not. It's one major vessel and then I believe 2 smaller ones.
I would probably say that I saw
My
the other guy visibly.
My cockiness
Yeah,
just went out.
If Fenminor was visibly upset or like gung ho about trying to take these people on,
That's
I would
before
very
I
much
heard
think
about
not
the
to.
multiple ships. I don't know.
Well-
I'm still kind of like.
So to give you a ideal visual of the ships, it's essentially 2 rowboats that are like Viking size. Not like it's not like a giant ship. It's not like the
Right.
boat you
It's
guys
yeah.
on.
I got you now. Yeah.
And the bigger ship is a smaller skiff essentially. Like it's bigger than the 2 rowboats, but it's not as big as your guys' ship. It's a smaller vessel.
So we
Right,
can
so-
we know that they're gonna try to get to us as fast as they can and try to board.
From your experience with them before, yes, they will try and gun ho to you. And
Uh,
it looks like they're using the smaller rowboats to tow the ship to make it go faster.
So
So
it's
what I was trying to
almost
get
like we
across-
might not fucking outrun them anyway. Sorry, I cut you off again. Go ahead.
Well, like I say, if you already seemed like you were starting to cool off, so to speak, I was meaning to bring up the part of the ideals for Caspos is to stay logical about things and not let emotions cloud our thinking. So if you had stayed gung ho about trying to fight, he would have been trying to help temper your expectations and maybe suggest something else.
Yeah,
But if you're already wanting to not actually fight, then we need to make sure we move somewhere that's more advantageous for us.
exactly.
Maybe get
But I
them
also do.
to be going against the wind.
And you guys already made your checks for the day, and you guys will be moving about 4 tiles because you guys did really
Oh.
good, especially with the natural 20. But this is your chance to decide whether or not you want to defeat an enemy before they come after you, or before you lead them somewhere.
Well, I don't know what the rest of them are going to decide, but while they're chit chatting, my character's going to go over to where his stuff's at, pick up his glaive, and stand ready just in case he goes out of the way. He's a barbarian.
Right, he's prepared for everything. Hey, that looks like an enemy ship. I'm ready to fight.
So that's the question: are you guys going to fight, or are you guys going to try and run?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. We need to
I
talk
think
about that
Caspos
because, especially since he
for sure
said,
Cas-
sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, since he said that it's they got the 2 boats helping catch up. They're lighter. They probably faster. They are gonna catch up to us. So yes, we got to talk about how we're gonna get into a strategic position for ourselves because it almost sounds like these fuckers are gonna board us.
I
You
can't
you pretty
imagine.
much got 3 boats charging towards us at their full speed, and they're all being boosted by each other.
Does the weather at any point in time seem like it's going to be behind us or going with us, I should say?
So because he already determined the weather for the day, the wind is blowing, I believe. Where did I put it? Weather. The wind's blowing from the southeast. So the wind's blowing
no.
against you on your corner.
Yeah, they're probably going to catch us. If I had to guess.
So he gives us his expert knowledge of always sailing that he knows that somehow that they're gonna catch us.
No, I just said I'm guessing they're going to catch us.
Yeah, that's
If the
pretty
wind,
much my guess too. I
if
mean,
the wind's blowing against us, or is going to be possibly blowing against us, going to slow us down, they might catch us.
especially with
Well,
rowboats, they're rowing.
Smaller, faster boat.
as I meant to say, as a counter, could we perhaps use our knowledge of how the winds will go and force them into a position where they are going against the wind in order to catch us?
Since we're boosting 30 ahead, maybe we caught the wind a different
You're
way.
boosting 45
And
ahead. You can
right.
do 45 tiles.
Well, that on the
45
ocean is kind of big. So we caught the wind before they even are ready to pursue. Since we noticed them kind of almost before they wanted us to, it sounds like with her, natural 20. Yeah, like he said, can we get it to where we found the wind since he had his good fucking nature check? To where, yeah, they slowed down at least for us to have one more, time to discuss and man and do whatever we have to do. Because unless next time we get the extreme nature checks, they're probably going to catch up to us.
So
we want to get ahead of the weather is pretty much what we're asking. Can we get ahead of the weather?
You won't this day, but you will the next day.
Yes, then that's what we want to do.
My 18 that you saw was for the next day.
So yes, that's what we want to do. We want to take his check for the nature, and we want to try to get ahead of him to where at least we can start planning better. Maybe search a room or some part of the ship that we couldn't and find weapons or whatever. Yeah,
you guys
I think
already
that's
searched
good.
the ship entirely.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so yeah, then either way, we want to get ahead of the weather on him.
Okay, so it sounds like you guys are doing the running.
Yeah, Caspos has talked us into it. It's the best fucking decision we have right now.
There.
We don't know how many people are on every ship, all that.
I'm going to do roll here.
Since we're running and we know there's a boat coming behind us, I would instead of on lookout, check all the ballistas, make sure they're all loaded and ready to go. Ammo's laying around. make sure everything's ready to fight if we need to.
2, I think, on that stern upper deck. So if we have to, we can pivot.
All right. So you guys sailed away. You guys are where you guys are. You don't see the ship's sails for now until you guys give me some checks.
Right. Okay, so he said he's gonna do the ballistas, and he wants to check and arm the ballistas.
Okay, so you're preloading the ballistas, getting them
Yep.
ready.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna say give me a strength check with advantage, Kurg, because you're using your strength to pull the ballista bolts back and load them and all of that.
I'll
Because
recruit his
anyone
help. That
want to
that
help.
was Wildheart volunteering.
That was Uncle Danimal, not Tell.
Wildheart, yeah.
Oh, okay. So Danimal, yeah, you give me a strength check, a normal straight strength check. 7. You ready 2 ballistas. 2 ballistas are ready.
So thought occurred. So my thought would be, Caspos is certainly not from this area,
Mhm.
but if I remember correctly, we had an NPC who was and could help direct us to, or help. They could use their knowledge to maybe what authorities might still be in the area that we could plot our course towards.
Okay. So you're gonna ask Eric, where's the closest place you guys can go to have help?
Yes.
So Eric will look at you. I'm not gonna say you. I'm gonna say you still make a check. Eric's gonna look at you and he's basically gonna tell you the closest place is Cataport. It's the only place we can dock with a big ship like this. The ship will be destroyed on the reef if we go any closer to shore than we already are. Cataport is the only place we can get to shore that's safe with this vessel because it has an opening on the reef where we can dock in.
And I'm assuming that's already the direction we're going in then.
So you guys have already been traveling to Cataport.
Down.
So it's our destination. Yeah.
And we don't have a means of communicating ahead of ourselves. No, there's no messenger pigeons on the boat.
Anything, right?
No.
Okay. Because yeah, we'd search. We would know that. All right. Do I look at
think
Caspos and kind of ask him because he's the most level-headed here. What is his best decision? What does he think we should do? Because Cattleport is our original decision or destination, and do we know how far that is?
Oh, if you're gonna ask about how far away it is, you are gonna get. You guys are gonna need to give me a intelligence check because you're trying to determine the distance to your destination.
And how far we've traveled based on how Eric knows where we are. Okay, so damn it, I would have done that one, Caspos.
Plot courses.
It is
You can do
literally
it
the
too.
worst possible roll I could have.
Apple, you can give me one too if you want.
No.
If you're gonna be like,
No, because
no,
we
no,
don't
that's
even
not
know
right.
where we're
This is
going.
fine.
Okay, yeah,
You do know where
I'll
you're
do that.
Well,
Well,
you probably see him get that far austere. If this was an anime, you have the numbers floating around in his face.
So go ahead and give me an intelligence check to determine how far you have left to travel. 15? Okay. So with a 15, I will say you guys have about a total of 180 miles left to travel until you arrive at your destination. You know you can easily travel about 30 miles, 45 miles a day.
So we're looking at potentially 6 to 7
mm-hmm.
issues. For the next 6 days.
Yeah. All right.
Unless we can get better at sailing the ship.
Okay, so does Eric know? Does Eric know of any hiding places that they might could go to in the interim?
On the ship to hide?
No, well, more like on the route to. If if it's been a while, it may have been a while since he was here, but does he know of, does he remember any places that they could go that might discourage the other ship from following? A roundabout path they could take.
So when you ask that, he says, we can go out further to sea, but we might get lost. And we don't have enough supplies to be out on the open ocean for a long time.
Then sticking course, essentially, and attempting to stay
Because right now
ahead
you
our only
guys are on a
option. Seems our
current.
only option.
Yep, seems.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna have to be ready for the fight. So, no, I already used my action to investigate, or is that my bonus action? No.
I think it's a
No,
little
you guys,
negligible
my
in this
eels
case.
are.
Well,
I would just.
I'm gonna say that you trying to plot the distance, trying to figure out like this is Ketaport, this is right about where we are, and you're trying to do the math throughout the day.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say that is your daily activity. I will say that you navigating your path essentially. With
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
You're
that's what I
estimating
figured.
it based on your navigation.
Okay.
So
I might say that what was Eric doing as far as his daily kind of thing on the ship?
So Eric is helping with the sails, trying to pull the sails in, trying to make sure they're going in the right direction, and it takes 2 people to man the sails. So
Okay.
him and Daiki and the other 4 are pretty much doing that, while Jack is steering the ship.
Yeah, they're
making it
being
go
our
in the right
NPCs
direction.
for the day.
Okay, I think ideally if he would not just walk up and start questioning him like that, he would have probably Caspos would have probably offered to help in that sail pulling, but he would have been doing it along that side. He would have been trying to get that information out of Eric, so he would have I would be trying to help with the sails unless they got all the hands they need.
Okay. So if you're gonna help with the sails, I need you to give me a athletics check. Because you're basically climbing up and going back down and climbing up and pulling the sails in and letting sails out.
It's not bad.
All right, you got a 16. That's good.
Hell yeah.
So I still need Cole to give me one, and Kurg,
Red Robin.
and Robin.
Of course, she's just gonna do her last check. I'm sure. We trust her in the nest now.
Since I nearly died swabbing the deck, can I just stay on the stern, just keep an eye out in case another ship comes, or we see the same one again?
You're staying on the back end to look backwards behind you.
Yeah.
So you're gonna give me a perception check also.
Well, see, that's kind of what I wanted to do, is get in the back of the ship and ready my crossbow.
Two eyes, 4 eyes. The more we got out there, the more better the chances are we'll see it. How the hell can I? Jeez.
Okay.
Why can't I mop like that?
So with your guys' checks, you guys easily travel 5 tiles today. Fifth tile. The ship. 20 for them. That 4. But don't think they're gonna be able to catch it.
You should unquestion mark that roll. My stream wants to know. I'm just kidding.
I'll reveal it. I have no issue revealing it.
Oh, I know. I'm just fucking around.
But even with their check, they're not gonna get up to you guys with that. It's a new day, so I need checks again from everybody. You guys traveled 60 miles the day before, so this is for this day, and I'm gonna go ahead and roll your weather.
2 more days like that, and we can actually make it to court.
Yeah.
I will probably go ahead and return to my weather watching position for the day.
Continue loading the ballistas, preparing for the battle.
Okay.
Oh, fine, that's a
So
decent roll.
with your natural 20, you easily load all the ballistas. With your nature check, let me roll the weather. You know it is going to be thunderstorms with a west wind. So the wind's going to be blowing against you again, and it's going to be thunderstorms that day. It's going to be rough weather.
Heading into the wind with storm.
Yes, which like that nature check probably saved one of your mast essentially. So you guys can
Would-
still travel at normal speed.
If we know there's a storm tomorrow, would we want to face off with them
No. Because
before the
since we
storm?
saved our mast, they're going to have to go through the same thunderstorm. He got his nature check enough to where we're going to be able to get through the storm better than them.
That's true. Good point. Good point.
Is there any check I can do to try to make the ship go a little faster, even one more tile or anything?
You can try and help with the sails and the mast, especially if it, you know that today is
I can't look around the ship and notice that we have things that we just don't fucking need because it was a ship that we almost commandeered or whatever, and just kind of toss it off to where we're less weight.
no, because you guys already searched the ship during
Okay,
the
and
fight,
then we would have tossed shit off. Yeah, okay.
and you guys loaded it with.
So yeah, I
supplies.
just want to help with the sails. I want to get us far away from them
Alternatively,
fuckers.
if we're going through a storm, we might need to make sure nothing's going to be flying around the ship as it rocks back and forth.
So
The hatches.
actually,
Turn
no,
down
there's
the
no way I would
hatches.
know that. I was gonna say, is there any way that I think that maybe they knew where we were going and maybe we're gonna run into more as we go faster? I don't know.
So, I'm gonna say
They-
if you want to try to determine if you think there's gonna be more, or if they're gonna try and keep following you, you can give me a insight check if you want to determine if they're gonna follow you.
How it
or
looks,
more
like
sharp.
if they're slowing down or if they're chasing us hard, or if okay, so yeah, I'll do an insight check because I want to, we want to know what the hell's going on.
Or if they're lighting a fire under us to make us run forward into a waiting ship.
Something. 18. So, you know from your experience with them that they only had 2 ships. Your ship was much bigger than theirs, and if they had more boats, they probably would have used them. Because your boat, like when you were traveling and you were captured, you were on a galleon.
Right,
Like you were on a big fucking boat.
right.
So them taking you on was a big risk for them, but they did it anyway. The one thing that you don't know is you don't know what happened to your boat. You don't know what happened to it. So they could have it. They could be chasing you into a trap, but based on what you're seeing and the fact that they're still using 2 rowboats to pull a smaller ship, you don't think they probably have that ship.
Plus, if you
Right, because they would be chasing us. So I say that to the crew.
if your ship was bigger too, it wouldn't be hugging the coast as much because there's too much of a chance of it bottoming out.
Right, yeah,
Yes.
because the galleon, yeah. So maybe they're waiting to chase us into deeper waters?
Maybe.
So I advise everybody that we should stay as shallow as possible because I noticed that these are the same people, and I just thought about it a couple days later. I've had time to think about what's going on. And yeah, they might have a galleon. I don't know what happened when, my ship was captured. So I advise everybody to stay close to the shore and tell everybody we don't know if we're getting chased into a galleon right now.
It's unlikely.
Very unlikely is what I think, but yeah, I'm gonna, advise just in case.
With the storm and everything else, if everybody's keeping at least one eye peeled just in case, we got a better chance of not being surprised.
Yes.
And like I said, I continue to walk towards the back of the ship because I need to be ready to at least fire my crossbow or a spell.
Okay, so I still need Kurg to give me a check, and Red Robin. I know map travel isn't as interesting, but it's still important. for this campaign. So 12. Okay. And a 13. So you guys all rolled really well today. So with that, you guys are going to travel much farther, especially knowing that this is going to be a storm. So you guys easily travel 3, and then you guys travel 2 more for the day. With your perception check, I'm not going to say you see anything on any horizon. 20.
If I've got all the ballistas loaded, I'll help with the deck or the sails, whatever needs it. I wouldn't have any luck as a lookout.
Gotcha. So, and they actually did really well. Okay. So, because it's so close, go ahead and reveal it. You guys notice that there is one long boat, like the bandits, and 3 little dinghy boats. Like I'm talking like the small little rowboats you see like on ponds and stuff. And it has cut off your course. Looking at the boats, because you have a 13 on your perception, and you guys are close to it, you would know that these are not bandits. These are goblins.
Do we have any goblins
But
on
they've
board?
cut you off.
No, we have a dwarf.
No. You guys have a dwarf. And he's been watching the prisoner this entirety of the time. Because someone
Right.
has to watch the prisoner and make sure he
Right,
doesn't escape and feed him and take care of him and stuff like that. I'm going to say you guys are not able to escape these boats. Because you guys would be going, you guys could go with the current and try and go back up, but you guys are going to be sailing away from your objective.
Oh, goblins are bad,
They're trying to cut you off. They're sailing towards you.
so they're wanting us for a reason. Are they working with the bandits team?
I actually might want to make a check for that myself.
You know what we're saying? That's the first option, obviously. That's me and Caspos. He's the level-headed one. I'm the one that's dumb, but yeah. I don't know. Want to know what they want. Is there any way we can sniggle them? Can we try to like do the flash thing to where we're Morse coding with each other? What do you want? Yeah, we want to know their intentions.
Okay. Give me a insight check.
Caspos, do you want to do that or do you want me to?
I would.
You can get the help action and you can have advantage.
I will probably give the help action.
Do you have a boost on it? I don't. Not on insight, at least.
A +1. This is also not something I think he would directly be trying for. It's more like this would be something where like
yeah, because of my wisdom, I have.
He might seem visibly unsure.
Yeah, so just boost mine. I'll do the insight check. I have +2.
Okay, so give me 2 rolls and I'll take the highest. 13's pretty good, and a 21. So, with your insight, looking at these goblin boats and your general knowledge of the local area, because you're not far from home, you would know that these boats are from a place known as Hollow Moros. Hollow Moros is a villager town. It has normal people that live there. The fact they have those boats is really weird. You know that goblins in the local area do not work with bandits, and they barely ever touch water. They are not water goblins. They are land goblins. They usually live near caves and stuff along those lines. So, number 1, it's really weird that these goblins have a boat from Hollow Morass. Number 2, it's really weird that they're even on the ocean to begin with.
So, I let my crew know that and notify that. That is kind of weird. But we got goblins or we know bandits. These goblins, we don't know if they're going to hurt us. We know those bandits are. I almost want to recommend trying to communicate.
You do know they will attack you.
Oh, well, fucking Assholes.
You do know that it would chase you into town. They're not intelligent. Goblins are dumb as fuck. They're stupid enough to chase you to Cataport and try and attack the port.
How
Probably
big?
would still, and if we're Castles would probably still prefer running from this.
Yeah, we're still running.
If we run, though, we're going to have bandits and goblins at the same time, potentially.
Yeah.
We get hung up.
But from what the elf,
But how stocked is Kettleport that we're going to? Are they going to be able to help us?
So Cataport is a smaller port town. It's not a major port town. Its main thing isn't. It's not like an export-import town. It's a restocking town. It's a
it's in the
port where
water deep.
boats go and they restock and then they go back out to sea to get where they're going.
So ideally, then they may not have a large military force, but
No.
not all of the boats there are just going to be merchant ships. Some of them might be other military ships, which could, momentarily at least, help defend the city.
I'm gonna say with your
Or
insights,
port, I should say.
Fenmar, I will tell you this. You know that no military boat can make it to Cataport. They're too big and they're too heavy. They scrape the bottom.
Okay.
Port.
Well,
Military, like they
Yeah,
don't
but
ever
they
have
also
military
catch
boats
up
that
to
can.
shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I advise the crew. I mean, if I know that they're bad, and I know, yeah, I just want to. We gotta go. We gotta try to get away from them. If they fucking breach us, they breach us. We'll have to deal with it then. But I recommend that we keep running, just like Caspo says.
If they get within,
We're already
300
being
feet-
chased by fucking bandits.
If
Yes,
they
but you
get
guys have to sail towards the bandits and get away.
300 feet, we can use a ballista. If they get within 100, I'll start opening up with my Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
what he's saying, though, we're going to have to head back.
Either it's
where we
one
came.
or the other, huh?
Either that, or we try to sail and power right past them. They may get an opportunity attack, but we can react and respond and fire back.
We want to try to just go past them and try to get to Kettleport as fast as possible.
You said most of them are what, except for the one.
There's one
Large one.
there's one like skiff, so it's basically like a larger boat with a sail and it has like oars, and then there's 3 tiny just rowboats. There's no sails, no nothing.
We got a better chance of just trying to power through and then repelling anybody that gets close.
Pretty much. Good point, huh? Just crush them under our mast.
The thought occurs to me, at least as Caspos, thinking privately on this. What are the stories he has heard, perhaps, of goblins?
They are nasty little buggers. They're not really smart or intelligent. They're not known for being on the ocean. They're not really good at being on the ocean, so they don't do well on it. But you do know that in large groups, they are vicious motherfuckers.
So, like
They
Lord of the
know-
Rings goblins.
Yes. Or
And
more like Goblin Slayer goblins.
They swarm, but since they're not used to being on the water, we've got the advantage.
Yes.
Point. Hell, we could take their better fucking ship if we beat them.
Or ballista their ship and sink it, and then they gotta swim. Which
Well, hell, let's just ballista them and take their better boat. They have a better boat, right?
Their boat is you guys are on like it's not a skiff. It's like it's a smaller galleon. It's not a giant galleon, obviously. It's not like a warship.
No,
You
so
guys are
we
basically on a trade ship.
we still have the better
They're
We've
boat
got
on
the
a-
then.
better ship.
Yeah.
we're on the better ship.
Wait,
And
there or
when
we?
you're- you
We are.
We are. Okay.
knowing that the boat that they're on, you know that boat cannot have a ballista on it. It would make it one side too heavy and it would capsize with a ballista on it.
All right, guys. What the hell do we want to do? We want to just take them out and keep powering through, or are we going and charging the other ones? That's were the two options I heard.
If we power ahead, use a ballista on their ship, their skiff, there's a percentage chance we could disable it to where they're floundering. If they can't get to shore, they're at a major disadvantage.
Yeah, they're just gonna sink in the middle of the fucking ocean.
The little rowboats, if they get close enough, I can sit there and Eldritch Blast and hit them.
Yeah, fucking
Go
annihilate him.
inside. Yeah.
All right.
So
Sounds like you
we got
guys
a better
want to
chance with that.
Let's do it.
do the fight. Okay.
If we wait too long, the pirates are going to come up behind us.
Hey ho.
So you guys won't have your actors on yet because I gotta put you guys on the ship. So what it sounds like you guys are getting ready for battle.
Yes.
I think Caspos will want to stay below deck, perhaps, as opposed to being seen on the ship.
Surprise.
Because to that end, if he knows the stories that he does about goblins, the idea is they may have, in a reverse way, they may have stories in the same manner, and either they will target. He fears they might target him, or else target the ship more so because he's there. So he wants to make sure he's not in sight.
Reputation.
I lied. Caspos, what was your character again?
I am a gnome.
Gnome. Yes. Okay.
Ship.
I almost want to hide too, just to be ready. No.
Captain Jack.
Well, my other thought was also like I didn't know that all the ballistas were like below deck. I thought something was below, or I thought the ballistas, one of them might have been below deck or something.
I don't remember seeing any ballistas below deck.
Axe, you remember I've been, like I said, the whole time I've been kind of making my way towards the back of the ship. I should probably start back there, huh? Sorry, I was holding.
You've been there. You've been on the crow's nest, and you guys have been helping mostly with like the main deck. Okay. You guys are all set.
We got 4 ballistas on the port side that we could use to train them coming in.
And all the ballistas are already loaded and ready to fire. So just to remind you, it takes 3 actions for a ballista. It takes 1 action to ready it, takes 1 action to load it, and it takes 1 action to fire it. But currently all the ballistas are loaded on all sides. So it's basically like a crossbow, but it has an extra action for loading it because it's using giant bolts.
You know what I can do actually?
And I would say
will
you
go
guys can.
relieve. I would go to relieve the guy that has been watching the prisoner, so that he can go up deck or top deck. So that way they don't just lose somebody on that they don't just lose someone in the fight this way.
You're the best,
If
Caspus.
I'm already going to be not in it.
We need our soldiers.
So you guys can go ahead and move you guys where you guys are going to be, because you guys had enough visual readiness to know where you guys are going to be doing.
All right.
I'll jump on the ballista.
At least this one and this one. The two
Actually, okay, GM. Is there anything that I could use to disguise? This may wait a few turns for it to happen. Is there anything I could use to disguise the fact that I am a gnome?
So that is going to be I believe it's a stealth check or performance.
I think stealth would be better.
Elm. Sorry, I missed those.
I mean,
hey, how
if you
goes?
want to flavor it up,
just
this
playing
is
some
this would
D&D.
be an awkward. This is an awkward scenario, so I could use my worst roll if you like.
Your what?
If I try to
Disadvantage
How are
not
you this
act like a
evening?
gnome, essentially, that I think that's.
So
I
I'm
think
gonna
actually
say,
yes, that's the solution I would have.
So I'm gonna say you have enough time to get ready. If you want to try to disguise yourself, then you can. But you gotta remember, you're very, very short, so it will be a disadvantage. Because gnomes and halflings are the
Okay.
enemies. You guys, your greatest foe is goblins for gnomes and halflings.
Okay. Bear with me a sec. I'm gonna roll.
Nice.
I'm gonna make this an open roll just to do this. For which one I decide to do. Hold on.
Ooh,
Okay, yeah, we'll go with the dexterity based option.
Okay.
You say disadvantage though.
So you're trying to basically hide. So you're just gonna give me a stealth check.
It could also be if he's trying to pass himself off as something else, be a
Okay.
deception check.
I had to
No,
find
no,
a
no,
button
no.
that
Trust
wouldn't
me.
took me
Just
backwards.
not being seen is gonna
Nice,
be the
dude.
is
I
the smart option,
love
quote
D&D.
unquote.
This is actually
you're trying
only
to
my
hide.
third
That's
session ever.
Yeah.
yeah. No, if I try to act a certain
I need to
way,
find me more than one a week,
that is
though. I'm
where my
getting
character would
addicted
realize,
very
oh no,
fast.
that's not going to work at all for me.
deception. Even in the definition of the deception says pass yourself off in a disguise.
So
No, that's right. But in a pseudo metagamer character decision here, the high intelligence roll means I go with what the numbers would say. And the numbers say
So if you
my
haven't
charisma is
noticed, we've been
terrible and I'm
traveling
a
on the
bad
ocean.
liar and
We
I should not
tried
do
to
it.
get away from bandits and whatnot,
Yeah.
and
He's smart
ran
enough to
into a
know he
bunch
can't
of goblins
disguise. He's
at
just gonna hide
first,
behind a
but
barrel.
then we decided to turn paths and go
Put 'em
through the
in the barrel.
bandits.
He disguises a barrel.
Do the bit from Futurama.
By
If
the way, are
if there were
levels
cannons, I
okay?
would
Is
hide inside
everything?
one of
Is
them.
anything too loud or anything?
not far off. Let me find it.
I completely forgot to start music this time. Give me 1 second.
What are the range on these ballista?
They can shoot up to 380 feet.
Oh yeah.
We got a chance to shoot a couple times before they get on us.
Question: can the ones on the far side of the ship turn around far enough to shoot back?
No, because it's on the
Okay.
opposite side.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
So I would like all of you to give me an initiative check. That's fine.
Is it? I hope it's action music.
Nice.
Toys.
Okay.
Cheese, orders, farm, tables, kitchen.
Ooh. How did that happen?
It's here somewhere. Storage, here it is. Barrels. So I'm gonna say you get into the barrel. Oh, I actually missed a. Okay.
Nice.
Initiative.
Gotta love when you take the dress, right? That's so awesome, man. That's so
everything.
awesome. I just started the music though. Is that too loud or is that perfect as well? Yeah, dude.
Okay. Apple, you got a.
Actually, I
One.
play with my wife here.
Or no. Is that the wrong thing? Those-
No, I always get terrible ones. I wish you would have kept the 21 you said.
Roll, roll.
But yeah, my wife found out about these bandits because she rolled herself a natural 20.
I'm just rolling the NPCs, right? Cabos, what did you get? You got a 5. Cole, what did you get?
I did pretty good. I had an 18.
18. Forgot to put you guys in the thing, so I have to manually do it right now. Wild Heart, 5. Kurg, what did you get?
22.
Cole, and Robin. Full 16. Entire with the 22. So all the NPCs are what they're going to be doing for most of this round is they're just going to be readying the ship.
Nice.
You know, they're just getting the ship taken care of, pulling in the sails and stuff, as you guys are basically getting into fighting positions. With that, I'm going to roll. Boys, get a governance vote. I can find initiative on here. Two, three. Because they're definitely not in range to do anything to you guys just yet. Okay, so he's just working on the ship for right now. Kirk, you're the first to go.
I thought the Tyler was.
Tyler's taking care of the ship right now. He's pulling in the sails and stuff to keep them from being attacked or damaged during the fight.
All the sails down, or there's any more need to be pulled?
They're pulling the sails up. They're like pulling the sails in because them being damaged is bad, to put it basic.
Since there ain't nothing close to us yet, I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay. What is the conditions of your held action?
For one of them to get close enough to get onto the ship. I mean, there ain't much else I can do, cause. So.
You can fire a ballista. You can ban one.
Oh, most of them were taken except for ones up front, and
You can take a ballista. I've got a short bow.
Yeah, the siege weapons are pretty cool.
Or go ahead and shoot it now. We can start reloading it when it gets to my turn. I'm dead last.
It's
yeah, I can do that. I can go here and assist you with the loading of it too. It might help make it a little bit faster, maybe.
So
Yep.
you're gonna ready your action to load the ballista once it's fired. To ready.
Is it
Go ahead
already?
and fire it.
It's already loaded and ready. You already did
Okay.
that.
Go ahead and fire that sucker.
Oh, let's see. Which ship do I want? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go with the big ship here.
All right.
See if I can put a whole. We ain't saving these ships, right? Was that the consensus of the group?
yeah, no, we want
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't need to save these. Ours is better, obviously.
Smells like goblin.
Yeah, sink these motherfuckers.
All right, let's see if we can hit a ship.
All right.
What do I need to roll?
I'm rolling it for you.
Okay.
Oh, how do you make it to where we can see? Yeah, there you go. Because I can't see any of the rolls, and I have a couple viewers now. Getting kind of interested.
They're automatically hidden.
Sure, they all show up when they think we're gonna die.
Right. Well, one of them is saying he just got done with a campaign and he's never seen seed weapons. So let's show him how it's done, boys.
You hit. See how much damage you get. You get 16 damage.
Remember, ballista can do up to about 30 points, so that's not bad.
Yep.
So, actually, I gotta pull my.
I'll be
map up.
back. Baby's getting upset.
You're good. Can you roll me a d20?
Who?
Tilgor. Kurg.
Yep. Just a regular D20.
Yep, just normal d20
Mm.
roll.
See if it comes up. I hit that button, but for some reason it ain't wanting to go through.
If I need be.
Try that again.
19.
Next.
So you shoot your ballista, it goes flying in, slamming into the front of the ship. Currently, the ballista bolt has landed. It's definitely caused damage to the ship, but it's still able to travel. It doesn't have a mishap from the combat. Next up is Cole.
Sink 'em.
I'm going to try to hit this rowboat that's the closest one to us. Because it's pretty well a straight shot for me.
You're hitting it with the ballista?
Yes.
10. You shoot the ballista, it goes flying past and lands in the water. Just a little too short.
Immediately start reloading.
That'll take an action to ready the ballista. Robin, it's your turn, but
She's with the baby,
you're
so
not currently here.
yeah, she's with the baby, so I'm gonna do her roll for her. Since she's there at the crow's nest anyway, she doesn't come down. She just wants to continue to give perception or whatever it is check that she does to see if there's any other crazy ships coming, because this is a crazy world we're in.
Yep.
We've got
So
like
she's
5 different people chasing us.
So, let me look for character sheet so I can give a perception check for her.
+5. I'd say it on one of the previous decks.
12. She does not see anyone other than these goblins nearby currently.
Okay.
And then now it's your turn, Apple.
For me, I notice this goblin looks bigger than the rest, so I assume he's in charge, so I shoot a crossbow bolt at him. I know it's not going to hit because that's 200 fucking, or it might hit, but that's 200 yards away. My crossbow is only good for 400 or 300, so I'm going to try to hit him with a crossbow.
So, what's the maximum range on the crossbow bolt?
300.
300? And how far are you shooting it?
200.
200? So that's a long range. So you're going to make
Disadvantage.
it disadvantage. Yep. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Oh, it's not connected.
A 19, that, well, just a straight roll. I need one more. 13.
So you go with the lower one, right?
Yep. It does not hit. It goes a little short landing into the water. Harold's just going to keep doing what they're doing. First boat. Going to move. They're just getting the boat ready. Second boat, also going to move 60 feet. Because that's all they can do currently.
What did you say?
They're moving 60 feet closer.
Those rowboats are moving
Right.
about. But they're still just about out of range for my spells. Okay, one more
They're
turn.
moving 60 feet. And the last one is the actual goblin ship. Actually, I'll go for you guys. They're going to go that far. I wish I could move all these at the same time. Unfortunately, I talked to them for like 20-30 minutes trying to be like, can I move these a little easier? No, can't, unfortunately. Cabos, it's currently your turn. You're currently hidden in a barrel.
I suppose I might just as soon stay hidden. there's not anything I can really do below deck to help the fight.
You're still on the core deck. You're just in a barrel hiding.
Okay.
Like,
Okay, so
like
here,
where you're at.
this question to you, DM. Is it I am hiding because the barrel's above me, or I'm hiding because I have jumped from top bottom? I have jumped into the top of the barrel.
You jumped inside the barrel. You opened the lid, you jumped inside, you closed the lid.
No, I'm just gonna stay in my hiding position until I hear goblins on deck or something.
Okay. And
I'll say
Wildheart
I'll pulled a dart out. I'll look for it, pulled a dart out in anticipation.
Okay. Wildheart, is your turn.
I'll start reloading the crossbow or
Okay.
the ballista.
It's one action on that. Tyler is going to make his way out of the top, and he's going to get to a ballista. He'll load up his stuff. There you go, Tyler. He's going to shoot at this little goblin ship right here. It goes sailing past, unfortunately. And then after Tyler, it is Kurg's turn. So there's been one action done in the ballista that you're currently on.
So he pulled back the ballista, so I'm gonna grab a bolt and load it. So that
Okay,
way,
so-
when it comes his turn, he can fire it.
Yep, the ballista's ready to fire. Cole, it's your turn. Your ballista has been fired and is currently needs to be readied, loaded, and then you can fire it again. Or you can move over to the other ballista. And no, he's already shot that one. I think you are within range for an Eldritch Blast, though. Yeah, you can hit the boat.
I'll try an Eldritch Blast on the boat because that's as close as. I mean, if I can target.
You can move closer to the deck
to the
side.
railing.
Yeah.
Because if I can get up to the railing.
Well, Elm, I don't know if we're gonna sink these ships no more.
Okay.
Looks like they might get close to us.
And they're not gonna have cover because you're currently shooting.
Damn
at
ballistas.
a higher point. All right, give me an Eldritch Blast.
Hey.
It definitely does hit for 5 damage. Okay, and it's currently Robin's.
There you go.
What was that, Cole?
I'm just gonna stay in that position and keep throwing the blast every chance I get.
Is Robin back yet, Apple?
Yeah, I guess maybe I should stay in the crow's nest with my short bow ready to go.
What's the range on your short bow? Short bow, 320 feet. You're in range to shoot it, but it'll be at disadvantage.
$80 effective in 3.
Yeah, so yeah, 320 is what was highlight or unhighlighted, and then 80 is, I guess, the effective range.
So the total range that you can shoot it is 380. And
No, 320 is what I saw on the numbers. 320.
So you can shoot it, but it'll be at disadvantage because it's a long range shot.
Right.
It's a harder shot to hit.
No, I meant to stay ready.
No, don't be ready. We're under attack. Pick one and fire at them. The closest, literally, just do the closest one to her. She's trying to feed our babe, so yeah. And then she does what, 2 rolls? Oh, sorry.
2 rolls for
Elm.
the attack on the.
I walked away.
short bow.
Yeah, I did it for you. Because I know you're taking care of
Yeah,
the baby.
hell yeah, it means.
You shoot, it lands into the deck of the big long boat. So unfortunately, Apple, it is your go.
Okay, so I first.
Listen, next to you is loaded and ready to fire.
I'm gonna let one of those 2 fire the ballista. I'm going to move behind Kurg. Okay. Oh wait. Wrong one. Okay, so I use my 30 spaces to move behind Kurg and Eric because I know that they help protect me, and then I'm going to do the same. I'm going to try to fire a crossbow bolt at the bigger goblin.
Okay. It's gonna be a range attack at disadvantage. And you'll have to reload your crossbow with your next action.
Both are 9.
It goes flying past into the water. Way too short. You just didn't aim it well enough.
Yep.
Harold is going to jump down and he's going to start loading this ballista here. This boat. 60 feet up.
Fell out.
Yeah. Now it's Daiki's turn. Daiki's going to jump down and he's going to start loading this ballista. Eric is going to go over to this ballista and he's going to shoot it at the ship. Or not at the ship. He's going to try and hit the hobgoblin.
Eric knows who I'm targeting.
For 20 damage, he annihilates
Good
the goblin.
God.
Good, at least they won't have a commander when they come aboard, if they come aboard.
Jack, he is currently manning the ship, so there's not much he can do.
We still got these assholes down here.
Billy is going to come over here and ready the ballista. He's going to load it, because Daiki readied it, he's loading it, and now it's ready to fire. Next 2 boats, they're going to move their 60 feet that they can move. Fortunately for them, it's not very far.
Oh, I completely forgot to tell everybody, go in and hit exclamation point skip in general chat, and we can get to the action music.
Fine, do it.
Yeah, we need, a few of us. Yeah, my bad, guys.
Somebody had a brain fart.
And the goblin ship can make it to you guys. So the Viking ship literally hits onto the side.
So, dude, you're... I love it. Skip. That was in Discord, not... Yeah, sorry.
With that, you see
Um,
holes landing on the side of the ship. That is Kobos' turn.
but, dude, I would love a Sunday night group, because that's my only night off, or day off.
What are you doing, Mr. Glitter?
Because then I can do a Saturday night and a Sunday night.
Okay. I think definitely would have felt the impact of the smaller boat, right?
Yes.
And the barrel's like still upright.
Yes, you're still upright in the barrel because you're weighing it down with your weight to keep it from rolling around.
Hope.
Somehow he actually is heavy enough to do so.
I love how at first we talked about like avoiding this fight, and now we're probably gonna end up fighting both of these parties by the end of the night. Because we
Okay,
still got them random ass bandits down there.
I will definitively have it as a held action then that I will pop up and throw a dart at the nearest at the moment. No, if I hear a goblin right beside the barrel, I will pop up and try and grapple him into the barrel.
Okay.
Yeah, I get that. It's getting hard. That's
While
why I'm
his
saying I
party
hope I get
work,
more than one campaign a night. I'm getting so addicted right now.
The ballista's been fired by Eric.
Yeah. I'm gonna
See,
step
because
over to the
I
corner
play
of the boat
Ark,
with my short bow.
the game Ark Survival Evolved.
and start,
I RP that a
step
lot.
up that at him.
All right. That's a hit. Eight damage. Which goblin were you hitting?
The right here, well, that one's dead. No, this one right there. The one closest to the edge of the boat. Yep.
Dead.
Awesome.
For you, are at the top of the round, since goblins are not going to get their rolls in, other than the dead one.
Yeah. Oh, well, hell yeah.
With
I'm going
Tyler.
to keep searching.
Tyler is going to, let's see, he readied the ballista, he loaded the ballista, Tyler's going to shoot the ballista. Goblin boat. For 16, which does hit. 15 damage. And that will annihilate this goblin. Kill it. And now, Kurg, it's your go.
Their boats down below ours, right?
A 20-foot drop.
Okay.
About 20 feet.
If I move to there, can I see down?
Yes,
Oh,
because you're above them, and that's a railing there, so you can easily look over and see them.
good. I'm gonna throw a javelin at. Let's see. Let's go with let's see here.
Before he throws his javelin, can I yell at him that I recommend that he throw at the one that's by themselves? Try to hit the one that's not grouped.
Okay.
Okay, so give me a javelin throw. Will not hit, unfortunately. You throw it, and it lands right at the goblin's foot. This goblin's turn. This goblin's gonna spend his entire movement and his dash. to
Nice,
climb the rope.
dude. Nice.
Climb above the ship.
Like I said, fuck, dude. I'm brand new, so I don't even know
Take his entire
how
turn.
hard an adult red dragon is to
Cole,
kill.
it is currently your turn. The ballista has been loaded and readied.
Oh, I'm gonna try an Eldritch Blast on this guy.
Okay, give me an Eldritch Blast. You shoot the blast, and the ballista just turns just slightly, hits you in the back, and you shoot right down into the water accidentally. As the Daiki and Billy are still loading it during that time. It's currently Robin's turn.
think I'm gonna come down out of the crow's nest.
Okay.
To help
So
with
that's going to be
fighting.
your full 30 feet of movement. So I think you have 35 feet total, so you got 5 feet left that you can move. Because it's a 30-foot tall mast. Big mast. And I would say you can shoot one of them, but they will have cover.
No, I won't shoot them right now.
You can shoot this one without having to worry about cover, though, because he's on the same level as you.
Oh, is he?
Yes. And it's just a normal roll, because he's within range.
So I like whatever I want to shoot him.
Okay. Give me a attack roll. It did not hit, unfortunately. You shoot the bow and it goes twing and it lands right in the side of the deck right there. For you, it is Goblin. It's Goblin. He's gonna spend his whole
Nice.
turn getting up to the top of the boat.
Hell
that's
yeah,
all he
dude.
can
That's
do.
yeah.
And now it is Apple's turn.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. We're party at level 1, not even and a
Two
half.
goblins on the ship currently.
Okay, so is my shield a action or bonus action?
Pull your shield up, actually. I think shield is a reaction.
Oh, reaction. Oh, it doesn't say. It just says first level on my thing. Okay. Can I can't shield other people. It's only myself.
I'm trying to find your spell here.
I believe that would be the
I
case.
have a shield up.
Spell is a self defense.
It is self. I'm looking it up on the 5e tools. It's a range.
If you have
It's
mage
self.
armor, you could give it to someone else who doesn't have any armor on.
My armor is specific for elves. Does that matter?
I mean, if you're already wearing armor, that means you don't.
No,
Mage armor
like-
is the spell.
To take your armor off would take 5 to 10 minutes.
Here, let me click on it for a second.
I'm trying to see where you have it shielded at. I'm not seeing it on your stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. It's a spell.
Force appears, protects you until the start of your next turn. You have plus.
A
So that's a
reaction.
reaction. So
Okay.
when you take damage or someone's attacking you, you can use a reaction to increase your AC by 5.
Gotcha.
So
Well,
you
that's
still
good to
have an
know.
action and a
That's
bonus
not at
action.
all what I thought it was. Well, I was going to cast that on you, Till. But instead, I guess I'm just going to try to hit the one on his left with the firebolt.
Okay. give
I
me
said
five.
left, I meant right. This guy right here.
Okay. You shoot it, and you're so worried about Kerr trying not to hit him like you did before with the ice knife.
Right.
That you just shoot it right past him and it goes sailing past. That is now Harold's turn. Ballista's ready to fire. No, it's not ready to fire. It's been used. He's going to. Is what go here. 30. And I guess he's just going to start dashing. That's really all he can do. He's going to run to there. Boat number 1 Gonna make it.
Oh shit. Nice, yeah. Our GM apparently says there are flying cities in our world. Come on now. Any civilization or town that doesn't start with a tavern has their fucking priorities messed up. Come on. Come on.
And now it's Daiki's turn. If the ballista wasn't shot before, he's gonna aim the ballista at this goblin here, and he's gonna try and demolish it. Which does not hit. It goes sailing past the goblin. Missing.
Right.
Eric's turn.
So how you doing this evening, Elm?
Eric.
Know you had your campaign. What do you think you're gonna do for the rest of the night? Is it late for you? I guess for me it's only like 1 a.m.
So he's gonna attack one goblin once, and he's gonna hit the other goblin once with his bonus action.
Oh, it's early for you. Is that Hawaii?
If it doesn't. Come on. Do your attacks.
Yeah, because that's not California.
Goes, so he
Should
misses with
be
that one, and he's gonna try and hit the other with his other
10
sword.
p.m. So yeah, what are you, Hawaii?
And he
No,
misses
I
with
don't
that
know.
one as well. Now it's Jack's turn. Jack,
Oh, yeah, okay.
knowing that ship's being
No, wait, that
attacked,
is the
he's going
shirt.
to
That is the same as me.
make
With
his way
Central,
to
I
the side.
think California is 3. So yeah, you're right there on the west coast of
Billy.
Canada, right? Is that where Alberta is? Yeah, that's got to be where Alberta is.
Don't think he has any ranged weaponry. Oh, well, he is going to do it there. A few things.
Oh, okay. All right.
Know what all he can do. Let me see here.
And BC is British Columbia, right? I should know that because you're our neighbor to the north. But I'm almost positive it's British Columbia. Hey-o!
He's going to use Thunder Wave on this goblin here. Wait. Thunder Wave, a Thunder Sway sweeps out from you. Oh no, never mind. Instead, he's going to use Sleep. He's going to try and put the goblin to sleep. Where's sleep creatures, sleep roll 5d8 and once the creature, the spell can affect creatures within 20 feet. Unfortunately, it's neutral for me. 25. Both of these goblins pass out.
Our GM is playing a couple NPCs, and I think one of our NPCs is a prisoner right now.
So he's gonna get, and then the last two boats are going to make it to deck. Lucky you guys actually killed some of them before they actually made it. And so those 2 boats. This goblin's gonna spend his whole turn getting on top of the deck. And Kobos, it is your turn. You there, Goat?
I am so
Oh,
sorry. I
yeah.
thought it was someone else's
Gum gum.
turn.
No, it's your turn. Sorry. A lot of
It's
NPCs
also-
between you guys.
I also came in for like a nearly 10-hour shift today, so a little late
Sorry.
for me. That's all right. I think he's probably still just going to hold position.
That is my favorite name I've heard
'Cause
so
this
far.
is, like,
Gum gum.
First time maybe actually encountering goblins, and
What's up,
it's
Gum gum?
violent. Not
Gotcha.
really sure what to do here.
Alright. Wildheart, it's your go.
I'm gonna start moving around a little bit. Can't just kind of get a little bit closer, and I'm gonna take a shot at this one right here on the.
Alright.
Oh,
So that's a crit.
There you go.
So go ahead and give me your damage, and I need
That's
to
like the
get-
best of both worlds. Entertains
You're
your
gonna
ass
kill.
after dinner and gives you dinner. A dinner and a show.
12 damage.
I love that
it'd be a
shit.
sneak attack too. Somebody standing beside him if he's still alive.
No, he's not. They have 7 HP.
Yeah, no.
He's dead.
All right, well that's my turn then. Technical question: swapping weapons, is that a bonus action? Like going from a short bow to my rapier?
Yes. It'd be bonus action.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my rapier for next round as my bonus action then, and my dagger.
This goblin at.
I just got pushed far down on the list.
He's dead. This guy doesn't get a turn. That guy's asleep. I don't think they can make a constitution save. I think they had to be woken up. Starting the creatures. Each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. The sleeper takes damage. Until the sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake. Subtract each creature's hit points from the total before moving on to the creature with the next lowest hit points, equal or less than the rain total amount. Oh, so these are actually dead.
Well, there goes my ice knife. There goes my ice knife then.
Tyler's just gonna move into position to defend the ship. Kurg, it is your go.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm going
fucking
for.
ASMRs.
Let's see here.
There you go.
Actions. There we go. Don't use a bonus action.
Yeah, my best characters usually are
Yeah.
my
Under
drunk
rage.
characters.
And let's see if I hit this dude with my glaive. Put that on. Turn. Oop, wrong one. Where's
Your resistance to damage.
There it is. Yes, and I get plus bonus to my damage when I if and when I hit.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Fucking drunken paladins.
Yeah, I didn't hit him.
Yep, you sling your glaive right over.
But
his
I kind of
head.
feel
Just
like your guys'
catching a few
bard
little
because
hairs
I'm
as it goes
constantly
by,
getting
but
saved in
just
this
swing it,
campaign.
slams into
You
the
know, I'm the
edge.
high elf. I'm not a snoot. I'm
Cole,
just
it's your
better than you.
Shoot at that guy.
Okay, give me your attack roll. 11. You shoot, it hits the boat. Like you're just peering and you're just not able to get a good view on it. Robin, it's currently your go now. Range pretty much everything.
I think my wife is falling asleep at the wheel here, so
It's
have her hit the. Oh, nope, there she is. Let her go.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm
have
rocking and feeding the babies. Not
you're good.
conducive.
So it's currently your go.
I think the secret fire can hit the oh, right? Or no, I want to hit the yeah.
That one? Okay. Go ahead and give me your secret fire. Dexterity saving throw.
Instead of save.
He fails. 1d8 radiant damage. 2 damage. Down to that. Kurg, this guy's gonna take a swipe at you. Scimitar. For 6 to try and hit you. So as he swings his rusty, ugly blade trying to hit you with it, you just back up just like nonchalantly, like it means nothing to you. So he misses you completely. This goblin's gonna spend his whole turn getting up. Apple, it's your go.
Don't slash your fucking blade at the guy that saved my life. I'm gonna hit him with a firebolt.
Give me your firebolt attack. You're so concerned,
Fuck!
so enraged.
I'm trash.
I try and hit him. You shoot and go flying past him. Harold, seeing that there's a goblin there, he's gonna run up and say hi, I think.
Shipping? Is that what you mean to say, shipping? Shipping characters, cars, RL shipping?
Should have pulled all this up earlier.
What did you guys ship?
You guys actually get the combat. Harold is going to do a unarmed strike. Missing, unfortunately. And then he's going to use his bonus action to do a Fury of Blows. Does hit. Two.
Wait, what's this I hear about someone else doing dope monk shit?
This guy spends his whole turn going up. Daiki, knowing that he has pack tactics, is going to move here. He's going to attack with his sword with advantage because
Oh, yeah, yeah.
it's a beast.
We're... Hell yeah. shipped him off.
That's a crit. Kills the goblin. He just annihilates it and kicks it into the ocean. Eric's go. Eric's gonna try and hit the goblin next to you twice. She does hit, killing it. Right thing. And after that, he's going to move here, and he's going to hit this one. With his offhand,
Yeah.
which misses.
Right. The best couple.
With Eric done, it's currently Billy's go. Billy's going to... That guy's pretty much well handled. He's gonna run over here. Dashing. To about there. Boat's done. That boat's done. This goblin's going to... He's going to take the nimble action, which he can do as a bonus action, which allows him to disengage or hide as a bonus action. So he's going to disengage. .30 feet of movement. Get it to do it. He's gonna run right up to you, Fenmore. As you don't seem to be able to hit anything very well, from what he can tell. Cobbles, it's your turn. You're still in a barrel.
And in the barrel he shall remain.
Wild Heart.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let him just run past me like that. I'm gonna step up and flank him, and hit him with the rapier that I pull out. Is that an advantage
Yes,
with
because
the
you're
flanking?
hitting him from opposite sides. Ooh, no, you just can't get a good hit. As he's running by, you run up and you slash, but you miss. I believe you do have an offhand weapon though.
I do. I have a dagger.
Go ahead and roll it again, because you still have advantage on it, because you're still
I was
flanking.
trying. It wouldn't go.
Alright, so you do 3 damage to him.
I got sneak attack too, since he's right there.
Yeah, it applies it.
Well. Oh, it already. Oh, it did. Yes, it. Okay.
He's
Dude.
hit.
You're making me very jealous of your, campaign. You have all the fun stuff. Then again, gotta give this one. It's only night 3.
Climbing up the ship, because that's all he can do. And Tyler's gonna hit it.
Because I love buns too. Oh, you said puns. Yeah, sorry. I meant buns. Nah.
He's gonna hit it with an unarmed strike. Which does hit. 4 damage. 3. Bonus action. Not much he can do, unfortunately. Curry, it's your go.
Hitting him with my glaive.
Alright, give it to me with advantage, as you are pinching him. Will not hit. You slam it forward, but Wildheart gets in your way a bit, and you have to change direction, try not to hit him. Result. Cole, it's your go.
Try this guy.
Main attack.
Yep.
That does hit. And you kill the goblin.
By accident.
By accident. Robin, it's your go. Your next step.
I will.
What the fuck, dude?
You gonna
I'm
hit
gonna
him?
move closer.
Yes. You still have your 35 feet of movement.
You literally have the craziest fucking campaign I think I've ever heard of. An angelic
Almost done.
succubus. How are you an angelic succubus? An everlasting child, so I'm assuming you're a child for fucking ever. And so you're like a ninja fucking child because you're a rogue.
Turbo.
Hunchback of what? Hunchback of
That's
Notre
great.
Dame, maybe? What's the hunchback?
Yeah.
Yeah, you annihilate this thing. Him. There's one goblin left. Apple, it's your go.
Is that the one that's in between me and him?
He bowed up on you.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to maybe do an unarmed strike. I'm not very strong, but I kind of think I want to try to knock it out and see why the fuck they were chasing us. Because yeah,
Back
And-
your ass up.
Give me
Huh?
an unarmed strike.
yeah, he's about to kick my ass. But yeah, I mean, we want to know why the hell these goblins came out of nowhere, and especially why they have ships they shouldn't have. So yeah, let's see.
Alright. Give me an unarmed strike. You go in to punch and you
Oh,
almost hit
God.
Wildheart doing so.
Ouch.
Sorry, Wildheart.
Oh.
Harold and them, seeing that there's only one left, they're just gonna go back to what they were doing before. So they start moving their way back up to the mast, thinking that you guys can handle a goblin by itself.
Should have killed that asshole.
Everybody rolling like crap tonight.
Okay, so that's the. I remember the guy with the circle hat. Yeah,
This one guy.
I don't
that's
know about
fucking
everyone, but
hilarious.
those are pretty good.
Eric
LG, I don't
Dyke
know
knows
what the
this
LG
back
gods
watch.
are. I'm very
He's
new.
got the last
And
goblin.
LN guards. I don't know what those gods are. I'm very new to D&D.
Goblin's got a high dexterity. He's avoiding all of our attacks.
It's actually the goblin's
So
turn.
learn me. What are your
He's going to
LG and
take a
LN
slash at,
gods?
Apple again. Really all he can do. Or he's actually going to do a nimble escape again.
Run, little piggy, run!
Lawful
Well,
good
it's
and
not like
lawful
he
neutral.
has a
Okay.
convenient barrel he could jump into and hide. Everyone knows where he is.
How is the lawful good god
Run
the
and jump
main
off
villain?
the side of the deck.
Oh yeah, he used nimble escape. Never mind. Never mind.
Yep. I am gonna make him give
Lawful good is like
Constitution saving throw,
a
'cause he did jump 20
AI that
feet,
think the best for
which
the
is a
world is
1d6.
depopulation.
13. He passes. He lands the jump fine.
Now, just to clarify something from my part, I'm still top deck. I'm
You're still
just
top
in the
deck.
barrel.
You're still in the barrel. He's going to try and run from where he's at, but your ready action will go off though as he runs beside you.
Well, okay.
Because he's trying to make a beeline to the
I don't
other
recognize
side
the
of
name,
deck
no.
to jump overboard.
Jack in the Box.
I did
Bayonetta.
specify I would reach out and try and pull one in to the barrel.
Yep.
So, athletics check?
You're gonna make a grapple, which I believe is a athletics or strength.
My understanding was that it was. I mean, it's the same thing for me. I'm not proficient. But if I remember, it's one of those you would replace an attack roll with this check, essentially.
Yeah. I think it's a strength check for a grapple. 11, and he has to make one against you. You drag him into the. You drag him in. He's in the barrel with you.
And
Barrel of
Dan,
fun.
isn't it my turn? Or is it someone else?
That was your ready action,
Yeah, it is your.
and now it's your turn again.
I proceed to use my action and bonus to monk unarmed strike and just pummel him while he's in the barrel.
All right, give it to me.
Oh, I can picture that.
All we see is the barrel moving around, bouncing around and stuff as he's doing this.
Give it to me with advantage, as you're literally pummeling him in an enclosed space, or he cannot move. Or
Well, that's with advantage.
Feet and hands flying out the top of the barrel.
you try and hit him once. You flail past, hitting the bottom of the barrel. Give me it again for your bonus action. Yep, that hits. So what you all see is you see this gnome tip over the barrel, grab the goblin by his feet, drag him into the barrel, and then you see the barrel just start shaking.
I booked and marked the
two of them are
Wikipedia
just
page. I'll
punching each
check it
other.
out later.
Goblin open
It
the
might
barrel
be
and
a
kick
game
the
I'm
ass.
gonna have to play now, Elm. Hell yeah.
You hear goblin screams. Are you trying to kill it? Or are you trying to just knock it out?
I'm definitely knocking it out.
Okay.
I'm not being gentle about it, but I'm knocking him out.
You know, his jaw's gonna be broken tomorrow, but he's only sleeping.
Okay. So with that, this encounter is officially over.
Hey, we got 4 new boats.
And let me see.
That's
One,
gonna be my
two,
question.
three.
Did they tie him off when they climbed up?
They had little grapples, and they had to throw the grapples up, and they climbed up the ropes. So instead of like doing checks to try and climb up the rope, they just used their action, their bonus action, their action, and their movement to climb the rope entirely.
I mean, if you really want to keep these boats, we'd have to go down and tie them off, and then tie them off to the ship and drag them with us.
Yes, but I will tell you, your knowledge of boats is the little dinghy boats, these ones here, they're worth about 200 gold a pop, and the bigger boat here is worth about 3,000 gold.
We're keeping these.
Hey, we're dragging them.
That if the pirates catch up, suddenly they're going to see we're dragging extra boats.
Wait.
They're gonna think they got additional
Wait. While we're talking about dragon, does the smaller boat, does it move faster? The one to bottom right?
No.
No, okay.
You guys could use the boats to try and help row the ship to get extra speed.
Sure.
But for now, we're gonna start by dragon.
I say we drag the 3 smaller ones, use the bigger one to help pull ours.
Well, what I
Well,
was
that
gonna
much
say
faster
is
than
with the bigger one is not necessarily pull ours, but almost split our team into 2. We get a couple of us on this smaller boat that goes maybe a square or two, couple like even a mile ahead of us, just to scout.
People with ranged attacks of some kind. Put them in
Yeah,
the smaller boat.
people that have crossbows, like Red Robin, that has that great fucking perception check. We have her go, a
Yep.
square or two in front of the regular boat. We tow these three behind us, have the bigger one go in front, 2 or 3 squares, and yeah, we have our main forces on this big boat. What do we think? That great idea? Bad idea?
Yeah.
So look, that'll take 3 of us, like Eric, Red Robin, and just anybody else that would go on that first boat. It'll go a couple ahead.
Uh,
We obviously need at
I'll
least
go.
one tank on that boat.
Okay.
Well, I'm not
What are
attacked.
you going to do with your new goblin prisoner? As he's currently unconscious, it's going to take an hour for him to wake up.
Oh, we're gonna
I think
wait for him to wake,
Casper's
obviously.
Cassos would probably volunteer essentially to be the guard on this one.
And at least my character definitely agrees. You're probably the best to talk to him in the first place anyway. You're the most intuitional. You're the most calm of all of us. Yes.
So make sure he's well secured.
Are you going to ask him any questions?
Oh, definitely.
I
What's
think
the
he
fundamental
might,
rule?
But Caspos probably would start with any questions that, like, if he has certain if he had culture, if his culture had certain ideas of how goblins are supposed to be, and he's already a bit counter to their ideas to them, he might first try and make sure, like, oh, you don't do so and so thing or other.
Okay, so
He would
We're
try-
almost splitting one
Yeah, well,
square while we're
this would be
traveling
a
on water.
prisoner.
I
They're
think
tied
it'll
up,
work
but
this
he would be
time.
trying to more.
But watch,
talk
next week we're gonna be fucked
with
because
them.
of it. I love it.
Well, give me a conversation. I'm
you
waiting
son
for
of a
you to actually
bitch.
Talk to the goblin.
My apologies. I thought this was a wrapping up thing.
No, this is an RP part for you.
Okay.
Find out where they got the boat too. How they came about it.
Exactly, yeah. Why they have these fucking boats they're not supposed to have.
So, are you awake?
Oh, me?
No, the
Oh no,
goblin.
this is up the goblin.
That was awesome.
Yeah, yeah. She's like, wait, no, I'm just feeding the baby. I'm here. I'm here.
So you asked the
Okay,
goblin
so
if he's
yeah,
awake?
everybody else probably starts getting busy with trying to see what they can do with the other boat. And I try and
You're asking
find
if
a
he's awake.
separate cell.
So,
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that
that's the response you get back.
hmm,
Oh, it's a
Does anybody
deadly in
speak
every
goblin here?
edition.
common?
I
do
notice
you?
how these squares, they look small just because how
Or
we are,
gnomish?
but dude, anything can happen in a square.
Point of order. I don't actually know what he's saying at all, do I?
Especially with me and my little experience.
No.
I don't.
Our
speak
very
goblin.
first night, we were in a ship. We just docked. We were
taking back
hiding from
down with us
bandits, and I
to
didn't
where we
understand
fell.
that my
Okay, here's the
thunderclap
thought.
spell would
I have a high
alert
intelligence.
people within a
I know
300
multiple
radius.
languages.
And fuck, dude, the whole
Could I
fucking
attempt-
the whole dockyard knew we were
albeit
there before it started.
Albeit, I would assume some level of disadvantage to get a pigeon. I think the phrase I've heard is a pigeon.
And
switch
our
going.
party had to kind of split.
Essentially,
at
it's
that
like
point.
I tried
Yeah, I
to loosely
know, I
learn,
know.
like, get yes or no, get what would yes or no
Hey,
be from him.
I
and
learned
then
that
ask-
night. Read your spells
and then
before you
Maybe just see
fucking
if he understands me at all.
launch them.
Give me a intelligence check at disadvantage as you are trying to communicate with a goblin to try and have a sort of line with communication. Okay. And I need one more. 6.
Yeah, that figures.
He is just talking gibberish to you. You have no idea what this goblin is fucking saying. Pointing at you, making
You know what's fucked up?
what?
I have a bonus language because of my race. I had a bonus language I could have learned.
Didn't choose goblin.
No. And I was looking at Goblin, I was like, probably ain't going to be useful. So I picked Dragon. I guarantee Dragon's not going to be useful. Unless we come across a dragon. Don't kill us, Dragon!
I mean, I know deep speech and Gith. When are those gonna happen?
Exactly. So you never know.
So
I
none of
wish
you
I'd have
choose
picked Goblin. No, I don't think so.
Nope.
Nomi. Not
This
Nomi.
goblin is just speaking gibberish. Beldor comes out drunk. He looks at the goblin. He's like, "I got him," and he pulls him back to the back. And
Oh no, hell, I expect Celestial. That's worse than everything.
with that, you guys will make it to Ketaport easily because it's definitely within range, and by the time you guys get to that location, you guys are fine.
Look at us. We should have just went to Catapult.
Hey, we got boats to sell now.
Hey, we can actually make some money off the deal.
I don't think anybody even got
What's
hurt.
deep speech? Is that Celestial?
You know, actually, this does make me think. DM, when I was being remote controlled, so to speak, did I actually ended up killing anybody?
Yes.
Oh, never mind. I thought for a second I had a track record going.
You did kill people.
I mean, it's in self-defense. It's fine.
Well, you can't say that. We can call that.
Right,
We
knocked
can
out
call
the
that
bandit
last week.
You knocked out the bandit captain last week, also.
Knocked
guys
out,
are
didn't kill.
Um,
If he wants to not kill, we can say last week.
I do know that that's usually a melee-only kind of maneuver. You can't really shoot at someone with an arrow non-violently.
Okay.
Fireball them and
Ooh,
knock 'em unconscious.
aberrations. Like,
So
okay.
upon arrival in the Ketaport, Eric and all of them look at you guys. Are like, "That was great. Good job on the adventure. We're gonna keep the big boats, the big ship, because we had to give it to Ketaport. But you guys should go see the captain of the guard. He should be somewhere around the barracks. At Ketaport, what you guys notice is that the port has some merchant stalls. There's a blacksmith. I think I have the actual map here. Yep. Might take a little bit for you guys to load it up.
Yeah, mind flares and shit. That's what I mean by the aberrations. Is I couldn't think of it. I couldn't think of the Yeah, I can't think of the exact definition of aberrations, but I know, the gist of them. Thank you so much for fucking hanging
Pretty
out
much
all
is what
night,
you
by the
guys
way,
see.
tonight, Elm.
I don't know if characters are on here. Should be able to see everything.
Okay. Alright.
So what you know is that this is Ketaport. There's tons of merchants around you. There is a blacksmith around the corner near the port. There's a farm on the other side with some fields and horses and stuff. And there's some just standard town homes. And there's also a inn. And there's also a barracks where the guards and the captain of the guard sleeps. Eric and them are pretty much unloading the ship at this point.
Right.
And Captain Jack's gonna go off board with you guys to go see the captain of the guard to pretty much tell him we did our job, pay us now.
I want to look at Kirk and remember that again he saved my life and ask him if there's a little bit of armor I can buy for him, you know. I also want his favor because I want him to keep saving my life. You know, high elf's got to stay alive, right? How do I know? Besides, throwing gold at my bodyguard.
But with that, we're going to end this session. But we
Oh.
are going to do your XP now. Did you guys already add it previously?
Yeah, when we did earlier, yeah.
Find my notes on it. Injury. XP system. Okay, show. So let me count out the goblins you guys encountered.
I counted 8.
Wow, that didn't show up in chit chat.
Voyage to Keta, goblins.
Elm, it was you. Of course it was you. Thank you for the follow, man. You're the
You guys
fucking
didn't
best.
handle the bandits. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're 50 experience each.
Yeah.
10
Hey,
goblins,
Elm,
50
thank you
HP
so much
each,
for
that's 500.
fucking hanging out with us, man. You have a good evening, and, get you some sleep, and hopefully some good fun.
Thanks, everybody.
I'm still seeing the XP from earlier, the one we did at the beginning.
Yeah, that's it's the same thing.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
times 50. That divided by 7 because there's 7 of you. 71 XP. And you guys defeated 1 hobgoblin. Which is 100 XP. Divided by 7. 14. Okay. So, same time, same thing as last time. You guys gained a total of 75, 81, 85 XP currently. Did you guys use any of these conditions to further? So did you use your social skills to further or engage with others in a meaningful way?
Other than yelling at each other to get ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything? Anyone else?
I mean, I'm not sure if this would count for further down on the ideals, on factoring in ideals, but very much did try and diffuse the situation when we initially considered fighting.
Right.
And the bandits chasing us.
Or hell, even just me and him working together with the sales. But yeah, mostly with the fighting probably is the,
Well, they figured out a plan on that third box. Definitely had to figure out a plan to attack, or what to do about the goblin.
Okay, so I'll give you your 100 XP for that. Or well, 50, because it's half your player level. I'm not gonna say you guys use your skills of goals or engagement. Did you guys discover some way or something new diverting from their original plans, from your original goals?
I don't think so. We're on a ship.
Mopping can kill you.
Mopping can kill you. But no, I don't think that one applies. We were on a ship the whole time. How are we going to discover something new there? We did discover that fucking goblins apparently sail ships, though.
Okay.
But that was part of your GM thing, so yeah, no.
We don't know why yet.
Exactly.
You do know where the ships came from, though. You do know, and I will say, having the boats.
So, how do you feel about that? Do you feel that we deserve that? Discovering that the goblins, because since my role did discover the goblins shouldn't have had those ships, that's your choice, GM.
I would say I would give it to you.
Yeah. You're the awesomeness.
So that's an extra 50 XP. Took a major risk despite knowing the danger, and you must exceed on the danger in order to gain the experience.
Oh, hell yes, we did.
Mopping the decks.
I feel like I
Did
didn't take
something
much
that
of a risk. Maybe I say this is the guy who hid in a barrel during that last fight.
Wait,
but
I
I feel like we
actually...
took much of a
No,
risk.
he has a very good point, because the entire time we did divert our path to try to avoid the conflict, and then eventually the conflict caught us. So he is very right. We never took a risk. Yeah, no XP for that one.
did you
I agree.
factor in? Did something that factored in your flaws, bounds, or ideals? I'm gonna say yes because
Well, him hiding in a barrel
The hiding in the
Yes.
barrel.
fits with his.
12 XP there. Took action that justly changed the nature of their world, their experience, or their relationship with others. I'm gonna say no on that.
Nah,
You guys did not change the realm entirely.
hell no.
No.
So
Maybe
with
one
that-
day when we kill a king or something.
The realm is a little better without 9 goblins, 10 goblins.
Or when my story comes into play.
We find out you're the emperor.
No, my story is a
Guys,
little more twisted than that.
You guys can add 197 experience
Total.
Damn.
total. You guys should ding with that.
Yep.
You guys do have a goblin prisoner. But before you guys all leave, Fenmar, upon landing
Wait, what? One more time. 190, 196?
197.
97.
Fenmar, upon landing on the shore, Captain Jack looks at you. He walks over to you and he hands you a letter. He says, "It's from your father. He told me to give this to you when we made it to Keta."
Great.
And
Fucking
he hands you
father.
the letter.
Okay, before we talk about that letter, are you about to talk about that letter?
No, he hands it to you, and you should have access to it inside the journal entries.
Nice. I need to talk to you about my character before we keep going on.
Yep.
I think it's something you're gonna like.
I think that's it for your guys' session. So, I know Ray is really tired.
All right, chat.
So if there's any questions
Yep.
or anything, now's a good time.
Well, great session, guys.
Hell
Enjoy
yeah.
it.
I know there was a lot of travel, but these last few sessions are mostly trying to get you guys used to world travel using turrets and stuff. Getting
Yeah.
used to the systems of the world.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Don't apologize. I'm having a fucking blast for the last couple of weeks. I literally wait for Saturday nights now.
But you guys do have 2 prisoners. You guys have the captain, the bandit captain, and you guys also have a goblin, which you guys cannot understand.
Right. Well, we'll have to find us a lyricist.
But you should be able to access your letter.
Okay, perfect. All right, guys.
So does anyone have any questions from the session?
Hell yeah. Can't wait till next week. Thanks for joining, everybody that joined. Elm, you're the best. But hell, 6-day countdown. Nope, 7-night countdown. Night, everybody.